Hey guys, my name is Josh Smith. I'm the CEO of Montana Knife Company. We have a very exciting announcement today, and it's called our knife, the MKC knife. This is a tactical knife that you're gonna see a lot of these guys going through SERE school, where they learn different tactics about how to survive in the wilderness if they find themselves, whether it's in a plane crash, behind enemy territory or enemy lines by themselves, or maybe with a buddy, and they need to survive in the wilderness or whatever environment they happen to be in, and then also evade being captured. I just looked this morning on my Instagram messages as to when I started reaching out to SERE instructors about how we were gonna build this blade, and it was July of 2023. I reached out to a bunch of different SERE people. I actually put a story on Instagram asking like, hey, do we know any SERE instructors that would be willing to help me with some advice on this? Because I am not a veteran and I haven't gone through SERE school. So I wanted to talk to the guys that actually put our soldiers through SERE training. I actually got some really cool videos from those SERE instructors, and it showed us some different tactics that they use in their training that I haven't seen before, like in the hunting environment. And it actually changed a lot of the way I was thinking about building this blade. One example of that is I saw the way they were chopping kindling, and instead of batoning this knife like you see a lot of hunters do through wood, they were actually driving the tip of this blade into a block of wood and twisting and turning and prying their kindling. And so it became very evident we had to have a very robust tip on this blade. This blade needed to be thicker, a little bit heavier. The other things that we talked to them about was having a pretty nice squared off handle so you don't get rotation in this blade when you are chopping, you're prying, doing things like that. These guys talked about wanting grip on this handle. So on this G10 handle, we have a really nice grip on here, similar to what we have on our Task Force knife. Now, speaking of the Task Force knife that you guys have seen before out of us, this knife is a fair amount bigger. So you can see there's a little bit of difference here in these two blades, but it's definitely more robust. It's wider, it's thicker, it's heavier. This is 4 7/8 inch blade length, 10 1/4 inch overall length. You know, it's not a ton bigger than this Task Force knife, but it is fairly significant when you hold these, especially in width, in thickness, and then in handle length as well, and again, in thickness of that handle. This blade also, we've noticed guys do a ton of chopping with it, working on a ferro rod. Now this blade is SERE coated, so the spine of this blade isn't gonna work great for a ferro rod, but right back here on this edge where this edge is sharp, this is not a part of the edge you do a lot of cutting with. Guys don't use a ferro rod a ton, but if they need to, they can use it back here on this back part of the edge, and they leave the whole rest of this edge open for work. And this blade is made out of magna cut stainless steel. It's very tough. Again, it's thicker than anything else that we're making in our tactical line. It's strong, it's tough. It is meant for absolute survival situations. And I really do appreciate what we learned from the SERE training world, because we did really apply that to this. We also did these cutout pockets in the handle here as well. It takes a little bit of weight out of this blade, but really what it does is, again, it really locks into your hand and it helps keeping that blade from rotating, especially if you're wearing thick gloves. You really need something to lock into that blade. As usual, it comes with our Kydex sheath. These really snap in nice and tight. They click in. It's got a retention screw here. You can really suck that down if you're worried about losing it. We also provided a lanyard hole on the back of this handle. I know a lot of you guys, especially in the military, like to carry, put a lanyard through here and even tie that off on your gear. If this isn't a knife you figure you're gonna be pulling out often, sometimes guys will want to lash that knife to their gear where they absolutely know they're not going to lose it. It's got our signature belt clip on this as well, but we also offer a lot of other clip designs, attachments on our website for our sheaths, so you can carry these in any various ways that you decide to. In addition to all of that, we offer this in our various Cerakote colors. You're gonna see our coyote tan. We have black handles, this coyote color here as well. So there's some different variations of the colors that you can go with if you want to try and match your kit, or if you just have a favorite color. It's gonna match the rest of our tactical knives, like this War Goat here, our Battle Goat. This blade's 170 thousandths thick. It's about 7 3/4 ounces. And again, I think this is gonna be the perfect knife. If you know a kid going into the military is gonna be going through SERE school, this is gonna be a perfect blade for that kid. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of the advice that we've gotten from guys. I know it's been a year and a half since we started talking about this knife, but I do take these very, very seriously, because you guys are gonna have your lives depend on these blades potentially, and that's of the utmost importance to us. So Thanks again, I appreciate it, and good luck out there with this blade.